Hi there, Dr. Gary here on the road. We sell dental practices nationwide. We are dental practice brokers. I was a dentist for 25 years, now doing this for 14 years. Enjoying every day, or almost every day. Today's topic is seller of a dental practice tries to economize by choosing a lower cost non-dental attorney, puts themselves at high risk. We're going to get into what happened, this one guy or gal, whatever. So as you know, we have 10 employees now. We're in 22 states. We're available to you 363 days a year. And we just take off Christmas and Easter. You can reach us from 8 a.m. till 9 p.m. virtually every day. Now, our phone number is 201-663-0935, and our website is dentalpracticeguide.com or nationwidedentalpracticebrokers.com, 201-663-0935. So, everything you're about to hear is for informational, entertainment purposes only. If you're thinking about selling to a large DSO, please call us before that, because we'll get the commission taken care of. Generally, there'll be no commission when you sell to a DSO. No commission to you. Okay? And we don't work for the DSOs. We're independent. We just try to help you pick and choose the best ones. And if you do work with us, our team of 10, we will get your legal fees based on small criteria, reimbursed upon successful closing for any practice selling for $1 million or higher. We'll take care of that. Now, what is this dentist 2? This is volume 2. If you recall on a previous volume, I talked about, and believe me, majority of attorneys are extremely valuable to the deal. They're great to work with. They keep the deal going. They're professional. They're going to protect you and your estate and your employment if you work for the other dentist. They do a wonderful job. They are indispensable in a dental deal. Every now and then we get a non-dental attorney that goes rogue. That is just so bad. So there was one, if you remember, I put it on his head, I stamped it twice for disaster attorney. Well, my seller was thinking about using, I've sold with him before, thinking about using the disaster attorney. Again, I said, please don't do that. I told him, in fact, I'll contribute $4,000. You figure the attorney's going to charge $7,000, $8,000, somewhere there, the dental attorney. I said, look, I'll kick in $4,000 upon successful closing. Please use one of the well-established dental attorneys. I'll give you a list of them. I don't care which ones you use. But please do not use a disaster attorney from hell. Just please do me that. He is fighting tooth and nail. I can't tell you. Now, this deal is over $600,000, and he is fighting like crazy. Even though I'm kicking in $4,000, what he could use for whatever reason, for whatever attorney, whatever, he still will not, at this point, go along with the attorney I recommend. The attorney doesn't work for me. It happened to be a great attorney. Did over 165 dental closings in 23. A great attorney, knows what he's doing, puts the deal together on top of his game. And this seller dentist wants to use his attorney, remember, disaster on his forehead. I think he was the one, this is volume 2. He was the attorney that had double disaster stamped on his forehead. Just impossible to work with, arrogant, and cut me out of the information loop. Said I was too aggressive. Frig you. This is my deal that I brought. You wouldn't have any business if I didn't bring this deal together. No, he decides he's going to cut me out. I mean, that's like me. I'm like being in the jet plane and cutting the engines out. You just can't live like that. Anyway, so this dentist is fighting tooth and nail to bring on his disaster attorney, even though I'm paying half his attorney bills. upon successful closing. He says, well, it's still too much money. I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. You're getting over $600,000 on this deal. $600,000. And you're screwing around for a couple $1,000s? I mean, are you out of your mind? You know, sometimes you just got to read the Riot Act. Why is this so important? Well, dental attorneys know how to keep the deal going. They know all the terminology. They've been used to so many different scenarios where their problems happen. They can resort and draw upon their experiences for 15, 18, 20 years and come up with a resolution, especially when it's a dental deal. They've been there, done that. Doesn't mean they know everything, but you did 165 closings in year 23 and you've been doing it for 16 years. It's like maybe you got your act together. But no, the dentist wants to save a little money, and that's within your right. But you're going to screw up the deal. Here's the big problem when you use a non-dental attorney. The non-dental attorney, and all due respect to the attorney, may be a great contract attorney. I don't know who the guy is. But when you take that risk, you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what phrase. Those dental attorneys have been tweaking their dental contract for years. They keep making little changes, subtle changes you don't know about. Changes to protect you. Okay? And you don't know about it. All you know, what you don't know is you got a great contract. That contract will protect you and your estate for the next 50 years. Because if there's a problem, all you have to do, all you can resort to is your contract. You're in front of the judge. It's you, the judge, the contract, and the plaintiff. And you have a contract that you can resort to how this deal went together. And it could be just a phrase or two in the contract that saves you thousands and thousands of dollars. Because your lawsuit may or may not be covered by your malpractice. Because it could be more contractual law. It's not clinical dentistry. It could be the previous buyer suing you, which really rarely happens, but you need that phrase or two. I don't know what that phrase is in that contract. I have no idea. But it's there somewhere, and you won't know about it until you really need it. And that attorney, the dental attorney, has been tweaking it. This is why I'm such an advocate to use the dental attorney and stay away from your favorite attorney. All due respect, I'm sure they're an excellent attorney. I'm sure they're a great contract attorney, litigator, all these things. They're not a dental attorney. They don't know the terminology. They don't know what they can resort to. But they're arrogant, and they assume they have the answer for everything. Drives me crazy. So anyway, he is fighting tooth and nail. We're talking about $3,000-$4,000. I don't even think it's that much on a $600,000 plus deal, and he's fighting. This is a challenging situation. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm pleading with them. I mean, most brokers do not kick in money for his seller's attorney fees, but under the circumstances, I'm trying to protect all parties from themselves. I don't know what's going to happen. And worse, in this deal, the buyer is using a non-dental attorney. It's like double disaster. Yeah, this is trying to find your way in a black room with no lighting, right? Or in a forest that's pitch black and the moon's not out and you're bumping into each other. That's what's going to happen with these two attorneys. But they're arrogant because they did deals before and they figure they know what they're doing. And of course, I know nothing. I've been doing this for 14 years, was a dentist for 25 years. I've done, 170, 178 maybe closed deals. That doesn't include all the transactions I've been involved with. It's way over 200. And this seller thinks he has all the answers. I'm trying to just warn him. He doesn't know what he doesn't know, what the future may hold. And they always say the same thing. Well, he did my other closing. It worked out pretty good. Yeah, it worked out good. Okay. Until there's a problem and you have to resort to him. This guy will even go to court with you. Even knows what he's doing. What contract has you created? Nightmare. I don't know what we're going to do, but this is what happens sometimes. I've got to spend the weekend trying to figure this out, trying to, talk to the seller, try to put some sense into him. We'll see what happens. All right, hit the subscribe button if you like what you're hearing. We're banging out these videos constantly. I think we're over 500 now, I heard. It's all for you to learn in your car or whatever. But the new ones are always coming out. Hit the subscribe button so you get alerted. Okay? Looking good. It's going to be quite a summer. We're looking forward to it. All right? Stay tuned, team. Thank you. Bye.